This is Good Morning Albany, a motivational podcast to get your wheels turning. You're here with Shalem Love, a very sought-after wedding and portrait photographer. I'll be sitting down with creatives to discuss their process, their experience, and how to make a difference. Today we have Jade, Lewis-Gibson on the show, everyone. You know what I mean? This is Jade from Jade's Hair Envy. I've worked with you. I've got to know you over the course of a couple years. You have a tremendous business. I just want the listeners to know, who are you, Jade?
Who am I? I'm real simple, right? You always think that people in the hair business, they're flashy, they're extra, like over the top. Really not me. I'm very humble, very quiet. I love the hair business. I love people. I love women. I love empowering women. I love making women look beautiful. So it's just really that simple for me. I'm just simple. Wear my hair simple makeup,
How long have you been doing hair?
I actually been doing hair December this month, actually. Yeah, December. Makes 26 years. Yeah.
How did you get into doing hair?
My mom was a hairstylist. So I used to go and work every summer. That was my summer job, sweeping up and, taking out the rollers, stuff like that, being around her salon. I said, I think I'm going to do that. That sounds all right.
So you were doing hair when they had the hot comb on the stove?
Yes, way back. It was good.
Okay.
Yep. And my daughter's actually, so she's following my footsteps. She's there too. So it's a family thing.
Family business, that's
Yes.
great. So she's going to be what, third generation?
Yes.
When your mom was doing hair, you learned from her? Did you go to school?
Yeah, I learned from her. And actually, truth be told, she mainly worked with Caucasian clients. So her salon she was the only black woman in the salon. So I looked around, I liked the way the dynamics, she would look so glamorous going to work, people would be happy, and she was getting the money. Every day I see money just coming in her hand. I was like, I think I'm gonna do this. And my dad kind of discouraged it because I was really good in school, loved school, and he said, smart girls aren't hairstylists. And so it kind of discouraged me a little bit, but I kept thinking, no, I like the way that goes. I like the way she runs her business. She was the owner, and back in those days, 50 years ago, you didn't see a black woman owning a business, and I just really appreciate it. So I knew that was what I was going to do.
Oh, that's perfect right there. That's perfect. Did you go to school for hair? What is that, cosmetology?
Yeah, I went to Cosmo. I went to the Orlo. It's still open. So shout out to Orlo, my Orlo stylists out there. And I did part-time because I still had to work because going to school, and at that time I had 2 children, so I was a mom of 2 and trying to make it through because I was a teenage mom. So all these barriers, but I was going to make it. I said I'm going to make it through this. So I went part-time, and I said, I got to get out of here. So I took on some full-time hours. So it took me about a year. Even then, I still had to come out and learn. So a lot of people took me under their belt. People were teaching me. I taught myself, made a lot of errors, a lot of mistakes. I know this is off key right now, but that's why now I do a lot of training. I take people under my belt because when I needed that, there was nobody there all the time to help me and encourage me. My mom at that point was retired, and she really didn't do African-American hair. So I just had to get out there and do it. So I said, when I become an owner, not letting this happen to any more people if I can help it.
What gave you the drive at the time? You're a teen mom, you're a black woman, you have to go to school. What gave you the drive to pursue hair when all these things were against you?
It is my nature. I'm a go-getter. I'm a natural-born go-getter. I've never let anything stop me. Someone said to me when I told them I was pregnant at 18, they was like, oh my God, your life is over. And I think those words kind of stuck with me. I try not to be like a stereotypical teenage mom. So I think that every time, still to this day, I hear those words, you'll never amount to nothing, your life is over, it keeps me motivated, to be honest. Like all the other stuff, it's not the money, it's not the fame, people know me as they see me. It's not that. It's really just know that I have overcome that. It keeps me driven every day.
I mean, that's great. That's great. I like that. I didn't know this about you.
You didn't know about me?
No, so now I'm learning as we go. You're working, you're going to school, and you're being a mom.
Yeah.
Where did you find the help?
I have some really good friends. I still work with one of them now. Her name is Michelle. She works with me. We've been working together for 20 years. And so we both had children, so we would help each other. We'd find friends to help us babysit because the hours are horrible in this business. If I have to say one thing, you have to sacrifice a lot. So my older children, who were my children at the time, my younger children at the time, I missed a lot of their plays. I didn't get a chance to go to plays and PTA and open houses. You miss those things because you have to build your brand. I was kind of feeling a little guilty Lots of guilt, not a little. I was feeling a lot of guilt behind it. So I had a lot of friends that we worked with, a lot of clients would help. They would see what we were trying to do. Some people say, hey, let me go ahead and take the kids home, get them situated for you. You can pick them up when you're done. So just a team of good women.
Oh, that's love right there.
Yeah.
That's love. That's major love.
Yeah. Oh, if I don't mention my husband, he's going to kill me. And I have a supportive husband. Well, at the time, we were just dating. But, it's different. I didn't want to put that pressure on him. Here I was, a divorcee, mother of two, working hard. I didn't want to put so much on him. So he did help out a lot. But we are still married, so it worked.
Yeah, that's love.
Yeah.
That's love right there. How long after school before you got your own salon?
I was out of school for about 3 years, so that's too early, okay? I fell into the salon. The ladies I worked for were retiring, as either had to find a place to work or we had to take over the business they had. So I made a decision to go ahead and take it over. But at 22, I think, years old, owning a business, it was a lot. It was a lot with children and trying to be in a relationship, and you still want to party and do the things you want to do. We had it for 10 years. It's called Girlfriend. So anybody who knows, I owned Girlfriends. I was a young girl, but I couldn't find the balance. That's the hardest part, and be able to run a business properly. I call it a shop. That was our shop. It wasn't a business.
What were some of the hurdles going into a business?
Just being ignorant to business, not knowing that there's a such thing as the IRS and taxes and the government. They want a piece of your pie too. I'm thinking, hey, I can just hide this money and I don't have to pay anything. But when you put yourself on the map and you put yourself out there, you become an object. They want their money. And I didn't know that because I was not, I never took business courses. I never learned in beauty school. They teach you, they touch the surface on business. They don't really tell you the ins and outs of what you should. And at that time, we were just worried about, hey, how much money could we make? It was just about the money. It wasn't about the business. So that was one of the biggest hurdles, is to find someone who could guide me to say, hey, this is how a business is run.
How were you marketing and advertising the business then?
Back then, it was really by word of mouth. We didn't have like social media, stuff like that had not come, because now it's an open plate of just put stuff out there. Back then, we did just a lot of word of mouth. I never went a day without makeup, my hair done. I advertised myself. Every time I was in a grocery store, you would see me in high heels, dressed up, makeup, and I pushed myself. Like I said, I'm a motivator for myself. So when people say, oh my God, you look beautiful, I love your hair, I'm like, I'm a stylist, but thank you, here you are. So I was passing out between 50 and 60 cards a day to people until it caught on. And I was making myself marketable and making myself available. So if somebody said, I need to come at 10 o'clock at night, I'm available. I used to start at 4 o'clock in the morning every day. I got to come before work. I'll be there at 3:30 if you want me to. And that's what I did. And it was the hustle.
Yeah, you put that work in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's exactly the words. I put that work in.
After Girlfriends runs this course,
yes,
you start Jade's Hair Envy?
I went and worked for a wonderful young man named Gaddy. He owned Gaddy and Associates. And there, I really learned about professionalism. I learned about organization. I learned about looking the part. Okay, because outside the salon, I looked great when I was passing out my cards, but getting to work, we kind of looked tired. We had a rough day. We worked hard. I didn't have that same professionalism. Mr. Gaddy really taught me to look your part. Okay, if you want to be a boss, look like a boss. It's a business. So, and I say that, I use that word, I keep saying the word business, because there's a lot of people who have salons, but they are not businesses. Okay, they're not being run as businesses. They're not doing the proper paperwork. You're not filing taxes, stuff like that. Those things make you a business.
I've been into photography 5, going on 6 years, and I'm still learning the business side.
Yes.
I can take a decent picture now that someone would pay for, but knowing the business side has been my biggest hurdle.
Right, and how many people can tell you what was your gross income from last year? What was your retail sales for last year? Was your net gross? What was your gross? What was your net? Okay, for all your stylists, what did you bring in from your booth renters? To the dime, I can tell you exactly to the dime for last year and the year before, okay? Because that makes it, I know my business. No one's ever going to slip from under me and say, okay, here, Jade, we're going to take your money. Okay, still learning though, don't get me wrong. I'm at the point where I can hire a financial advisor, someone who can help me to make the right choices and financial beings. That's the hard part.
I'm just trying to get this timeline together. You started learning from your mom.
Yep.
You went to school to learn on your own.
Yes.
You was working in a salon. You took over the salon. That ran its course. You started working for Mr. Gaddy.
Yes.
And then
I opened. I knew that I had so many ideas at this point. Now that he told me about how business can run, I started having all these ideas. My mind is running now. So I was like, you know what? I need to go back on my own, but in a different frame of mind. Okay, as a businesswoman and a business owner, and those words always scared me. Because if you own something, then people make you accountable. And I never really wanted to be accountable. So at this point, I said, okay, I'm ready. I'm older now. I'm in my 30s. So I was like, okay, I'm ready. And that's when I opened up Jades Hair Envy.
What year did you open up Jades?
2011.
Okay.
Yes. So we were at a smaller spot. We outgrew that quickly. We were at a small spot at 1314 Central Avenue, and we just overran the place. We didn't have enough parking, not enough space. We grew tremendously, brought a lot of people in. Then I started like mentorship programs, so I'd bring in interns. So we had to look for a bigger spot, and that's now we're at where we are at 1839 Central Avenue.
So if you're at 1314 Central, so you're by Curvers, by Wendy's on Central, and now you're by...
We're up by 155. New Corner Road.
By New Corner Road.
Kohl's.
That's a drastic location change. How did that affect your business?
It did. I still get a lot of people who say we're too far. But I say anybody who's willing to take the trip out there is worth having as a client, because we want to give the best. We want people who are serious about coming. We want to keep a steady clientele. And anybody who's coming up that far, if they're calling far, they're going to be loyal to you. And it's about the loyalty. And I think we broke a few barriers with coming to Colony, because mainly a lot of the salons were in Albany, downtown Albany. So for us to go to Colony, I think made some changes. And being in Colony has come with its difficulties, because I have been in business 26 years. The state has never come in to check us out, do any kind of inspections. Since we've been in Colony for 7 years, we've had them come in 5 times. So that tells you that the bigger you get and the further you get into other sections of the area, they are putting a watchful eye on you.
Now your business have to be...
Legit.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the word.
That's right. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's what it is. It has to be totally legit. We got people on payroll, so I'm giving out W-2s. You know what a good feeling it is to give out your first W-2 with an employee? It's awesome. It's an awesome feeling. That means I'm making it, I see the hard work is paying off now, so that's what's keeping me motivated at this point, 20-something years later.
Yeah, that's great. So giving your first W-2 was an amazing feeling.
Yes.
How do you deal with all the personalities in the shop?
That's the miracle question. I don't know. I am a very even-keeled person, so I try to make everyone around me. So I've been through probably 50 employees, believe it or not, because the personalities don't work. I call what we have a family. They call me Mama Jade a lot of times, or they come in, hey, Mom, even the ones who aren't my kids. I have my daughter, true daughter works there, but all these are my kids. When they tell me their problems, I listen. I try to help. That kind of feeling when people feel like they're a part of something, I think it works. I can't be a tyrant. I can't be like my way or the highway. I have to be flexible. So when they come to me, they have an input. Okay, I go with things they think of, because it makes people want to be there.
Being in the business for so many years, do you specialize in any form of doing hair?
Yes. I guess they would call me the short hair master. Okay, at this point, I'm getting older. My arms don't, hands and arms don't move like they used to. So a lot of that blow drying stuff, the stuff that's new and the weaving, I can't. So I had to say, what can I do that I can focus on and I can be the best I can be? And it was the short hair.
So when you say short hair, what do you mean?
Everybody looks like me. Everybody looks like me. We have this new natural hair revolution. People are a lot of naturals. I don't really work that way. I do a lot of relaxers and a lot of short haircuts. But I'm not afraid that someone asks for me to say, hey, that's not my specialty, but I have someone in here who does. And that's as being an owner, you have to be willing to put yourself second, third, fourth maybe, to let the other people grow. We want to make sure that everyone's eating, because there's nothing worse than seeing the boss have all the clients and they're sitting there with none.
Okay, that's love, man. You're showing a lot of love up there, Jade.
Yeah, trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So finding your niche in the short hair, how has that affected your business?
It keeps me busy with short hair. And also, it's a strategy. Okay, I'll say it out loud. Everybody can know. If you have short hair, you have to be in the salon consistently. which brings consistent income to me. When you are short hair and you have a relaxer, you have to be there every 2 weeks. So it makes you a regular client. But also with that regular client, I'm able to give you a discount so you feel like, okay, great, I'll come regularly, but she's also looking out for me so that I get a small discount to be able to come in every 2 weeks and keep my hair maintained. Something that lasts you 9 weeks, you don't have to see me for another 9 weeks, 10 weeks, 3 months. Okay? That short hair is a business opportunity for me to be able to see people consistently. And I don't want to say consistent money, but it's like a paycheck.
Yeah, definitely.
Miss Lewis and Miss Smith and Miss Jane, they come in every 2 weeks, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. So I can almost make that as I'm getting a paycheck.
That's perfect. That's smart.
Yes.
That's smart. And we had a conversation.
I'm going to cut you off, Shalem. I love you use the word niche. Anybody who has ever worked for me, find your niche. That's what I tell them. Yeah. Right? Your niche might not be my niche, but your niche. What are you going to do? What are you going to be known for? What is your legacy? When I am no longer doing hair, everyone will probably say, Jade, oh my gosh, she did all the short hair.
Yeah, the short hair queen. I heard about that.
Right? But what is your niche going to be? We want to know. So for all my people who are watching, whatever business you're, what is your niche? Who are you? What is your legacy going to be?
I might have to bring you back just to talk about niches.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a word that is not used enough, that should be used in every conversation for people in business.
You definitely want to find your niche. That's great. But we had a conversation a while back about products. Mm-hmm. Because I watch a lot of business shows, I do a lot of research, and we live in a product-based world where you have to sell products. Mm-hmm. Do you offer products at your salon, and why?
We offer products. We also offer 2 products. Okay, 2 products that cannot be sold in stores for us. Because why would they buy from me when they could go right to Sally's or Beauty Supply and buy it? So we try to get exclusive for professionals only that we can sell. And it's free money. It's free money. You don't have to do anything. It sells itself. Okay? If people want it, they like it, especially women. As soon as you put it on their hair, oh my God, I love the way that smells. What is that?
Yeah.
It has sold. Okay? You don't have to be a salesman. As long as the product works, they like it. And it's just extra income. We are looking for any way to have extra income so you can work smarter and not harder. Okay? So if something sells for $20, that may be a trim that you maybe didn't get this week. Or if somebody canceled, you sell 2 products for $40. That's the person who canceled. You've made that money. Yeah. But with that comes retail taxes, retail sales. So you have to know your business. You have to know business to be able to also sell products.
Yep.
Have your retail license and stuff like that. So it's just not, okay, I'm going to put stuff on the shelf and sell it.
That goes back to knowing the business. Yeah. I just want to emphasize products because we live in a product-based world. Yes. If you're just trading your time for money, there's a cap on how much money you can make.
Yeah.
But once you introduce the products, the sky's the limit.
It sure is. I'm going to say it again. It's free money. People always want to see what else can I get?
So would you say that's one aspect that sets your shop apart from others?
Yes. We have 2 retail shelves, and now I'm into jewelry. So I have earrings that have our logo on them. My little tagline is Dare to be Envied. So I partner up with someone to sell earrings. So not only am I selling a product, now people are wearing them. So my brand is going around to tons of women. And when someone else admires it, where do I get those? They come back to Jades. And then once they come into the salon, they see what's going on in there. They see people working, more products, and it just starts to snowball from there.
What else sets your shop apart from others?
Well, we're open 7 days a week, so there is no days off. Okay, the hours are wonderful. On the weekends, I start at 4 a.m. and there is no close time. So I hate when my girls say, "Oh, I get off at." No, we don't get off. When we're done, that's when we get off. We have lots of parking, and I think just the professionalism. Okay, and customer service. You ever been in there? We have popcorn. Oh, we have this beautiful popcorn machine that everyone loves. As soon as the popcorn goes, it makes you feel warm. Okay, as soon as you walk into it, it says welcome. Those are things that we want to have. When you come in, we want you to be able to feel comfortable leaving your pocketbook, sitting down, knowing that it's going to be safe. We want you to be able to close your eyes for a minute while you're under the dryer and rest. Those are things that changes the atmosphere to make it more like a home base. Everyone, good morning, good evening, have a great day. And I just demand that of the staff to be able to be that extra friendly. No one wants to come in and see you not smiling.
Exactly.
Right?
Like when you come into Shalem Love Photography, I sell more than just a picture. Anyone can sell you a picture.
Yes.
I sell you an experience.
good. And can I tell you, you're a good explainer. I know we spoke at the convention auditions, and we were just talking about this thing that just started, okay? And I'm gonna turn the tables on you. This Good Morning Albany, you said, Jay, I'm thinking about doing a Good Morning Albany. Next thing I know, Good Morning Albany is up and running. But you weren't afraid to tell me all your ideas, how to get them, some products I can get to make my show better, things that I can do. I was so grateful. I went talking about you to say, you know what, he gave me a lot of information, and I was just happy, but I felt comfortable talking to you. So those are the things that make you stand out from a lot of other photographers. Not afraid to give up their information.
You can't be afraid to give up the information, because what separates you from someone else is just your work ethic.
Yes.
Like, I'm big on doing. We had that conversation. I wanted to do it. And then by me telling you, I have to hold myself accountable.
Yes.
So,
great. Another great word. Accountable.
Yeah, by me putting it out there, people are expecting this of me now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see you in 2-3 months and you're like, Shalene, what happened to the Good Morning Albany thing?
Right.
I'm like, oh, I just have a bunch of excuses. So you know what? I'm gonna do. I'm a doer.
And not only did you do it, I'm gonna show pictures. You guys will see pictures on my page. Not only did you do it, you did it in fabulous form.
Thank you.
This is the truth. This is really, I feel like I'm in a professional studio with a big name, like, I don't want to call you Matt Lauer because we know he's my right. But you know what I mean? I feel like this is a professional setup and I'm loving it. People, if you want to, come on, it's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're Albany and you're a product of Albany, you know? People always say, oh, people aren't doing things at Albany. This is wonderful. And as soon as I said, I want to be on your show, I wanted you. I came after you to ask to be on your show because I just love the vibe that you have and the inspiration that you give. So I wanted to be on here, not for me, just to showcase you.
Thank you.
To let you know that he's doing it. This is all right.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
I mean, now I got to come on your show and go live. And
Oh, you're not up early enough for me. I get up early.
I know that I'm a doer. But after learning your story, I see that you're a doer. And we need more doers out there. For everyone that's listening, don't try to wait until your project, your idea is at 100%. You just have to put one foot forward and get the ball rolling. We have Jade here. She's been learning the craft for how many years before you had your own salon?
Oh, before that, probably another four or five before that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were just a student of the game for many years.
Yes.
Before you say, you know what? I'm taking the reins and I'm starting my own.
Yes.
Since you're doing and you're a doer, have you branched out into any other areas in the beauty industry?
Yes. Well, I'm an educator for a product line. So, I have them in there. I'm an educator for them. And also I do my own. It's called All in the Cut. It's a cutting and business class that I give. I do a private and I do classes for that. So that's my thing. My ultimate goal is to open a school. Okay, because a lot of beauty schools around here, you are not learning ethnic hair and art texture. And I really want to be able to have people come in after school, after they've done their basics to pass their state board exam, to be able to come in and learn about different hair textures and different ethnicities. So that is my ultimate goal.
Oh, I got to check that out. Where can I find out more information about that?
On my website at jadesharenvy.com. I have like a little thing where you can link on to All in the Cut. And it just kind of tells my goals and my aspirations that I have. Because that's my little private baby. Jade's Hair Envy, I put them in as my family. We all are part of that. That makes that. But All in the Cut is just my personal thing and my personal voyage that I have going on that I'm trying to make happen.
After sitting here talking with you, learning your story, I know we can have this kind of conversation for hours. But I really want you to tell the listeners, the viewers, the watchers that want to start a salon some words of encouragement.
My first thing I would tell everyone is to write down your goals. Get a business plan. People have the ideas, but you have to put it on paper. Okay, get a mentor. Find someone who knows and has done it. Do not use the words "I know," because we don't know. I tell all the time, please don't say "I know." I'm willing to learn. Lose those words instead, and go for it. Okay, there's no time when you should or should not start a business. Make sure that you are financially ready, mentally ready, because it does take a lot of time. You are there, you own a business. You never go home. But when you are ready, just go for it. I want to see more people open businesses. When my people at the salon, if they branch out and open their own business, I'm proud. That means I've done my job. We're helping them to be owners. That's the ultimate goal. and find a school that fits your needs. We just say pick any school because someone else went there. Find a school and do your research on it and go for it. Go for it.
So if you guys are listening or watching, just go for it.
Go for it. That's our word of the day. Go for it.
Go for it.
Yes.
I mean, I really don't have an outro. You know what I mean? I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to have you back.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? Just thank you, Jade.
Yeah,
Thank
and I want to put you on my show, and I thank you. All right.
All right. We're out.
We're out. See you later.